They said it's a short week. They actually should be practicing hard. Should we rest? They got to do Cortez.
I don't know. That's your team.
The Cowboy, they commit to one or fewer turnovers. Think I can do that?
I don't know. Can you?
Just say, opponent, did your opponent win? Hold on. Should I insult the opponent or should I just, hold on, insult what?
Okay.
Insult.
All right.
I gotta say I can insult quarterback say, I've been watching film and the weakness I'm saying is exploited. That's what the coach said, man.
All right.
Say you saying this is like your weakness. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on, play with you.
I know.
Hey, Trap. Oh, talking that talk.
Is you ready?
Hold on, can I get niggas in the practice? Can I get my
Oh God.
strategy? I was three little game plan choices for you. This is a big game.
Oh.
I got trying to get his upgrade on his development trait. I got the offense. That's what we go.
All right.
That shit crazy. I'm about oh shit. After we played where they gave me the option to fire off, what you got? You fire both? No. You just gotta build up their tree. You get them, you know, the points. I'll show you. I'm telling you, we about to log into your shit. I'm about to show you how we about to stack your roster. You about to have mad Monday that you got. I get to my shit right. I said the game. It's probably gonna send you an invite in a minute. We should have played that at the same time. My bad. It should be sending you an invite now.
All right. You just too hype. You just too hype, man. Are you going?
I'm ready for you, bro. I promise you, I'm ready for you.
Are you getting on the mic? Are you getting on the mic?
I want to stay on the FaceTime.
All right.
I want to see your face, the reaction.
Ooh.
Oh, you at home? Come to Dallas?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me make sure. All right. Nah, like I just wanted to make sure I wasn't wearing blue. I just don't want to hear, oh, I was drunk. I was high. I got Bobby and Jess in the background. All right.
Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Golden
They
Eagles
can be
of Rio
close
de
in sports,
Janeiro taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And able to get this out to the 25.
And are you going to tell me who the breakout player is, like at the end of the game? All right, good.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
Here we go.
About that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it. Many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Brandon, what if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go play action. Howell. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott off play action. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962. They saw Bob Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And some room to run now. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenny Mwangu with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big slip like that, that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a throw out of line complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Robinson with another carry. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Golden Eagles have retaken the lead.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him. And he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, here's Nwangu. Gets around him, fighting through, and he's got space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 129 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 of a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Vaughn. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You got this. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Dreamwork makes it dreamwork. We're going to do it. We can see the goal line.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, another shot for Robinson. I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 165 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good. And it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Ooh, the juke. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. So add 3, all told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. That could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by a field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is going.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson powering forward. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this still anyone's contest. A 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Little bootleg here. Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
This for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. timeout set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First play's a run with the wonder. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Golden Eagles have taken the lead here this third quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they go play action with Howell. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they bailed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 210 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott now on second down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Ross. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And give him 12 yards and a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Gibson on the read option. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Howell. Here's a screen for Robinson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Waste of time.
Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. With 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play, Charles.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man on me, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done.